it's talking. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha.
All right, Marco, ready for this game?
Yeah, I'm ready, John. It's gonna be a great football game.
It's a
Beautiful August weather. We're ready to go. Cubs are gonna
absolute beautiful day for football today.
absolutely.
Start at kickoff college football, then we got our home opener against Groves. Under new head coach, definitely will be an improvement.
Yeah, the Cubs have now moved their home field to the backfield on their campus, so we moved away from Hazel Park, and it's gonna be a great year.
Yeah, very excited for the home crowd, especially here at U of D. So much fever at the school. Such a big intensity here. Got everybody, even teachers in the JR,
Yeah, we're
watching.
looking forward to it.
Teachers in the science wing, all showing out for this game. Captains are now walking out to the field. Set to be a good matchup today. All right, so we got about minute 30 till kickoff. Now we wait, coin toss, and field position. Up now, both benches are being told to wait. Seems like we might need to wait on the rest of the officiating crew.
Cubs are to kick off to start the half, looking to get some explosive plays to start.
Yeah, especially deferring to second half. As long as they can keep up momentum leading into it, it'll put them in a good position for later in the game. So right now, play the waiting game for apparently the rest of the officiating crew to show up.
Looks like the officials are running down to the field, and it looks like we're about to get this game started.
All right, now, yep, final officials have come, so first time you'll, hear people cheering for officials to come to the game. Now we are set to kick off. Cubs about to get ready.
Full house on the backfield today. We're about to get things started.
The Cubs won the toss and deferred to the second half. They will kick off here in the first half. Back for Groves, number 1, Chris Little, and number 20, Noah Sanders. In the kick for the Cubs, Kevin Whitlow.
Kevin Whitlow set to kick off. And we're underway. Touchback. Far kick. Groves now back to set.
The end zone. Groves will start their possession at their own 20-yard line.
Possession at their own 20. We'll see if UD can bring some pressure early.
Looking for an early stop from the Cubs today.
Here we go. Groves offense. Now we're on the field. Condensed formation. Shifting out, single back look, shotgun snap. Motion man, 20. Takes the carry. 20 to the 30. Stopped. Stopped by number 2. UD right around the 30-yard line. That was Kellen Miller making the huge stop around the corner.
UD's going to want to watch those motions going to the far side of the field.
Felt like I was in NCAA 25. Jet touch pass.
Give that jet sweep to Donovan Edwards. He's going to go for it.
Groves now in a single back look. 3 receivers to the right. Snap. Fires quick. Out to number 1. Stopped at around the 40. Oh. Looks like we have an injury.
Well read by the outside linebacker, Jordan Hearns, but looks like Groves is going to get the first down on this one.
Got an injury, but play is not stopping. Groves now. Oh, yep. Officials finally call.
Stop for an injury in that play.
Oh, We are now back underway. Groves condensed formation. Fullback, halfback, motion. Number 7, tight end, keeps motioning to the right. Carry. Breaks through, middle, to 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Groves. Gotta seal the edge on those runs.
Yeah, they got confused with the misdirection going to the opposite side. And then arm tackles in the middle of the field. Decided to cut it.
Multiple motions by Groves. Switching sides. Number 7, multiple. Now for the extra point. But yeah, those outside runs are going to kill this U of D defense. They have to be able to set the edge and stop those runs. Make them run straight up the gut so D linemen and linebackers can excessively get downfield.
Especially those outside linebackers and corners. They really got to seal the edge, turn everything to the middle of the field, and get it to those big guys inside.
Yeah, it makes it hard with the condensed formation. Make sure they want to pinch the line, but also try to set the edge. Extra point away, and it's good. Groves now leads 7-0. Through the technical difficulties now. Groves up 7-0, 10-10. Still left to play in the first.
U of D to receive the kick. Going to want to get a nice turn out of this, set up their offense well.
Number 2, Killen Miller set to receive. All the way back there. And here we go. Short kick. Grabbed at the 30. And all the way out to the 40-yard line. Cubs getting some good field position here on their first offensive drive.
Great reaction by number 5, Antoine McMullen, being able to receive that short kick and just doing anything you can with it.
Yeah, the key there was not to fumble it at all. U of D's offense now we'll get to work. U of D single back look through receivers to the right side, to the far side. Wide receiver screen. Deflected pass. Nearly a turnover there. That could have been very costly for the Cubs.
Bobbled at first, caught by number 7, Barrick Muhammad.
Yeah, good for the awareness for him to be able to find that ball when it bounced in the air and to at least retain possession.
Yeah, great concentration by the young receiver.
U of D is now moved back to about the 35-yard line. Condensed look, 2 receivers, single back look. Motion man to the right. Motion tight end, moving, run. Stuffed at the line. About a gain of 1 to the 36. Hard third down to look at.
Cubs looking to go for the air with it.
We'll see if they'll go with a 5 wide set, because they at least need to pick up decent yardage to, if they have to punt, puts Groves in a bad position if they're unable to convert.
3 out wide to the left.
Single back look again. Ready for the snap. And pressure. Escapes. Brought back about line to gain. Brings up 4th down for the Cubs punting unit. But great job trying to at least get out of that pressure.
Yeah, great awareness by number 10, Brady Collins. Being able to see that pressure, get some yardage out of it, get it back to the line of gain.
Yeah, great. Yeah, with Groves bringing that much pressure, being able to move out of the pocket, get at least something and not take a sack. Very good. UD motioning for the punt. It's out. Flag. Flag down. Picked up by number 1 at the 25. Moves around to about the 30-yard line.
Carries it back to the 31-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like a miscommunication from the Cubs punting team.
We'll have to see what this is. Looks like they're re-kicking.
Penalty for motion. It'll move it back to the 32-yard line.
Legal motion.
Where it'll be 4th and 18.
Legal motioning penalty. Send back 5 yards. See if they can get a good punt in again. At least on their last punt, able to pin Groves back a little bit.
Yeah, I'll see if we can do that again.
Yeah, we'll see how this 5 yards affects them. Punt is away. Wobbly looking punt. Bounced all the way to the 30. Picked up by number 1. Tackled at about the 45-yard line.
Kick is taken by Chris Little at the 30-yard line, and he carries it back to the 42-yard line. We 1st and 10 for Groves at their own 42.
Number 1 on Groves has been very deadly in the return game. Getting very good yardage. Groves' offense now starts much better position than they did on their first drive.
Good tackle to the outside by number 21, Domenico Dwyer.
Groves now in a single back look, 3 receivers to the far side. Waiting the snap. Snap, pressure. Long pass completed to about the 15-yard line.
Pass is complete to number 3, Nick Hardy.
Number 3, Nick Hardy, blows the Cubs' coverage. U of D will have to reset on the shatter of their own goalpost. Well, now it feels like the run's coming, so.
Yeah, gonna want to watch out for those motions to the outside.
Groves in a condensed look, single back. Shifting the line, motioning, tight end. Carry for number 6. Stopped right about at the line.
Inside run, well defended.
Yeah, it seems like the Cubs are able to start hitting those inside runs. Just got to make sure Groves doesn't continue to hammer the outside runs. Making sure U of D keeps up with the motioning. Groves seeming to use a lot of condensed sets.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you're following the ball. Got to keep your eyes on it.
Yep, Groves now in another condensed set. To be a fullback, running back, Motion to the right. Inside carry. Breaks it down to about the 5.
Stand by the Moscow. Carries it down.
Oh, possible injury.
Timeout. An injury on the field.
'85 Tommy White on the field.
Couple of players already down. Hopefully no more today.
The ball is at the 7-yard line.
Let's see if Cubs can get a good goal line stand. About 7 to go. 3rd and 2. About 5:42 left to play in the first.
Injury timeout in field. Great time for the Cubs to get some rest and regroup for the next play.
Yeah, goal line stand here could be huge for the Cubs. But it's all about containing the run. I mean, Groves has shown their ability in the passing game, but really it's just stopping the run, especially when you're at the goal line. Being able to stuff a run that would seem automatic here would be very, very important.
Yeah, ball stood up on the right hash. Gonna want to make sure those motions aren't moving out to the outside.
Groves now in a single back look. 2 backs, motion man. Run to the left. Stop before he could get into the end zone, but seems like picked up the first down.
Well executed inside run, that I formation. Been able to pick up a few more yards.
Here we go, video's back up. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Now on the 4, Groves, condensed goal line set. Motion man, run to the right. Number 6. And stopped right at about the half or 1 yard line. 2nd and goal now.
Well done by the interior lineman to close that gap.
Yeah, well now it's really, can they do it 2 more times? Or at least once.
Timeout, Cubs.
Timeout by the Cubs. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Trying to figure out with the camera, but timeout has elapsed, so hopefully the Cubs can get another goal line stop. But with this even interior running game now.
Yeah, first half takeaways. Really got to make sure on those misdirections that everyone's executing their jobs and.
Yeah, the motioning definitely. The motioning especially. I mean, with their affinity for outside runs, the motion man, usually being the tight end, has been seeming to affect the UD defense. Another goal line.
Split backs under center.
Motion again. Right up to the right. Touchdown, Groves.
Noah Sanders, a 1-yard run into the end zone.
That's Noah Sanders. Punches it in, gives Groves a 13-0 lead before the kick. I mean, this running game, definitely staple of the Groves offense right now.
Yeah, they like to use that split back formation, really confuse the defense.
These condensed looks.
Have to work on.
Yeah, these condensed looks are giving the Cubs a lot of trouble, especially with the motion man, as we said before, but it really throws them off, especially when they switch to passing sets, being able to stop that. So, but a lot of running from this Groves offense. We're about to have the kick.
And it's blocked.
It's blocked. What a great job by this Cubs special team.
That's number 66, Jacob Bellinger on the play. Able to break through that front line, get a block on the extra point.
Groves now only with a 13-0 lead. Let's see what the Cubs offense has in store for their second drive.
Yeah, looking to take that momentum from that blocked extra point into offense.
This is a big drive for the year of the offense. Got to set the tone for at least right now in first quarter, but making sure that they're not totally out of this game.
Gonna want to develop that run game, be able to take some time off the clock, gain some possession.
Yeah, and really being able to just get this back within one possession, especially with the extra point not been able to go through. I mean, this could very much bite Groves by the end of this game if UD is able to respond correctly. But we've seen flashes of this UD offense. Kick is away. Another shorter kick goes.
It's going to roll close for the sideline. We're going to see the roll on the field.
It's almost a Groves ball. Possible turnover. We're going to have to see the call.
It's going to be UD's ball on the 11-yard line.
Not what you want to see. Very. I mean, these short kicks, intentional, but creating havoc right now. UD's now backed up. Shadow of their own goalpost, and got to mount a good drive really to get out of a possible safety situation. And at least get a better position for the punt team. UD motion man. Run to the left, up the center, to the 20. What a great run. Being able to reset the chains.
Number 5, AJ McMullen on the play. Able to break through those arm tackles, get the first down. Well done.
Absolutely rejuvenating for this UD offense that last time it seemed a bit stagnant, especially in the run game. But being able to get them in a better position, get them a new set of downs, we'll see what they can do with this better field position here.
Really want to capitalize on this momentum now.
Yep. UD condensed look, motion man. Another run. Tackled at about the line.
That's number 3, Kevin Inman on the play. Looking to go for that same inside zone run, but couldn't get the same results.
Yeah, the pulling guard doing a good job, but wrapped up almost immediately. Still, now about 3 minutes left to play in the first. UD on the 22. Second down. Got about a yard there, so 2nd and 9. Looking to make this 3rd and manageable at least. UD single back look, 3 receivers to the near side of the field. 1 receiver outside. Snap. Looks. Targets. Number 2. Oh. A misplaced pass. Blew right past the Groves defense. That could have been a huge, huge gain.
Good look to number 2, Dante Banks, for that outside fade route. Just couldn't get it to connect.
But even so, that type of play showing UD has this explosive ability to just get past this Groves defense can hopefully translate to better connection later and being able to really test this Groves secondary.
Yeah, looking to get that separation right off the line, be able to get our receivers into those plays.
UD back into a condensed look. Single back, 2 receivers to the outside. See what they can do on 3rd and long. Groves and cover 1 look. Short pass. Caught to
Good
make
hands
this.
by number 13, Charlie Gorski, able to hold on to that with tight coverage.
Yeah, Groves running with some very good press coverage. At least able to get a couple more yards. Nope. 4th and 5 now, so at least putting the special teams unit in at least a bit of a better punting situation. We'll see how good of a kick this will be. Number 1, who's been deadly in this return game. See how UVD's coverage unit. Punt. It's away. Bouncing punt. Bouncing all the way. UVD letting it bouncing to about the 20. Touchdown at about the 20-21 yard line. So great punting from UVD, sending Groves back all the way to the 20. Good coverage by this UVD punt team.
Yeah, Cubs defense really got to capitalize off this last drive. Gonna want to come out strong this first set of downs. Being able to stop them, really get good field position.
Yeah, now it's really about just stopping the run really right now. And being able to force Groves into obvious passing situations, or at least force them outside of their run game, which has been very good against this UVD defense, will be very key. Groves in another condensed look, a lot of motioning. And snap. Play action, rolling out, gets number 7 to about the 37 yard line, so big first down.
Well executed play action from that I formation.
Yeah, this is really where UVD's defense has to be absolutely alert with this play action, especially since their run has been doing so well. This play action, UVD's defenders have to be absolutely keyed in on the runner pass.
And we've seen glimpses into the Groves passing offense.
Groves
Gotta
another
make sure
condensed
we're not
set.
focused on the run.
Run to the left, tripped up. Great move by this UVD defense.
Brought down there by Jacob Bellinger.
Big strength of UD's defense. A lot of size to that front 7. Gonna want to capitalize on that.
That'll be the end of the first quarter.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Here's some of your thoughts right now, Marco.
Few takeaways from the Groves offense, running a lot of misdirections, play action passes. Messing up that UD defense with those I formations.
Yeah, I mean getting those stops, TFL in the last play, just being able to disrupt that Groves offense is going to be very, very, very key. Especially slowing down these drives and being able to just get some miscommunication and being able to really key in on the Groves offense. And that's all for the first quarter. And a bit of technical difficulties again on the camera, so we'll see what we can do. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
All right, second quarter is underway. Groves leads 13-0. Cubs are going to have to find a way to stop this Groves offense.
Yeah. New coach, new year. I think the Cubs are gonna pull this one out though.
We'll see.
Throw to Chris Little. Oh. Mean stiff on him.
Big push.
Taken down by number 4.
Carries it down the Cub territory to the Cubs 48-yard line. First and 10.
Which is Jordan Hearns on the tackle. Big play there from Ryan Counts. Type of plays that U of D is going to have to learn how to stop if they want to keep this game.
Yeah, they know they're going a little pretty often here in the early starts of this game, but they have some speedy dudes out there, some speedy guys, playmakers. Cubs seem to be in a mood. It is a handoff. Taken down by number 8, Brandon Williams.
Mario Campo Labasco up the middle for the Falcon. Carries it down to the 43-yard line.
Campo Lovasco has been a big problem for them all game. You got to learn how to stop the run.
Yeah, Cubs just, this is a fundamental year for them. Going into a new era without the last coach and
Coach Lewis.
A run up the middle by number 6.
Campo Labasco again, the ball carrier. Carries it down to the 37-yard line.
But
For a first down for the
if the athletic director trusts Coach Glenn enough to give him this spot as the head coach of the Cubs,
first down for the Falcons at the Cub 37.
and there's nothing the Cubs can't accomplish.
Crucial first down there by Groves.
Other side of the 50 in Cubs territory to score. Motion on the offense. Play action. Number 12 going deep with number 3.
Nick Hardy.
Number 3, Nick Hardy.
Groves score, making this game
Down inside the 1-yard line.
20.
First and
19,
goal.
19. First and goal.
No touchdown yet, apparently. Cubs got to hold the line.
Cubs line it up. Number 66 coming onto the field. Zachary Green. A standout defensive player for the Cubs. Motion on the Cubs side. Motion on Grove's side. It's a run up the middle. Try and smash it.
Number 6.
Do they get it?
Campo Lovasco yet again.
What do you think the Cubs have to do here to maybe stop Grove's offense a little bit?
You know, I think that D-line has just got to learn how to collapse in on the middle. Stop those easy runs like the one that Groves just got.
Yeah.
Campo Lovasco is a strong individual who can get to that strong O-line and penetrate, but the D-line's just got to learn to collapse.
Yeah, I think the Cubs offense has to maybe have a big play like Groves had in the beginning. Motion. Take it to the edge, and it's a Groves touchdown.
Noah Sanders on the play.
Score. Groves 21. Woody nothing.
Groves on a 2-point conversion. Making it 21-0 for the Cubs.
Cubs down 3 possessions. Big momentum change has got to come from U of D. If they want to stay in this game,
Yeah,
it's got to start here.
They need a play, an exciting play, get the crowd started, get the Cubs side going. We've heard a lot from Groves fans, but what can we see from Cubs fans? Kick. It is caught by number 3. Running up the middle to the 23-yard line.
Kevin Inman. Talk about a speed demon there.
11-yard line. Returns it.
I think the Cubs, they need to, I know it's a new quarterback, but this grounded pound game they seem to be running isn't working out too well. I think they need to trust the quarterback a little bit more. Let him get warm.
Yeah, if they're going to get back in this game, they need a few big, risky plays. Whatever's they're trying right now isn't really working too well.
No. But I know the players on the Cubs, and I know they have the determination, the competitive fire in them to come in and at least try. New quarterback on the... It's a pitch to number 5. Oh, slips there out of the 30.
Antoine
He's
McMullen.
taken down on the 30.
Carries it out to the 26-yard line. Brought down there by number 44, Joshua Hammond. Gain of 4 on the play.
I haven't been seeing too much defense out of this Groves. I think if the Cubs just string together a couple of big plays, they'll be right back in this one.
Yeah, and it all starts with this first down right here. Got to find a way to make this happen.
Quarterback, Brady Collin.
Kellen
Number
Miller in motion.
2, Kevin Miller in motion. Oh. Looks to be a loss of a yard there for the Cubs.
Loss of 2 on the play. Loss of 3 on the play.
Loss of 3 yards.
Ball's at the 24-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play.
Extremely crucial third down here for the Cubs.
Got to get a big gain here. They need 10, 15 yards.
Hopefully a little more.
Brady Collins looking at what he has. Snap. Drops back. Takes off. He is brought down just beyond the 30.
Brady Collins runs.
A flag is thrown.
Carries it out to the 27-yard line. A late flag on the play.
Potentially could stay in the hands of the Cubs here.
Question as to what the penalty is. I think it's a face mask call. First down for the Cubs.
10-ball foul on the Falcons.
Advancing the Cubs to beyond first down.
A 15-yard penalty on the Falcons.
Try moving the ball, guys.
Hopefully, that's a spark to the Cubs.
You gotta spot the ball 15 yards.
In terms of yardage, absolutely huge for UD. Getting yet another chance. Trying to even this game up.
Hopefully this can be a spark to the U of D offense, get them going. We can see a sliver of hope from this team. We spotted at the 37, not 38. Defense stands still. Brady Collins, snap, hands off to number 5. Antoine. Not gaining much there, if anything at all.
Yeah, stuffed by the defense.
New quarterback on the field, Malcolm.
Carries it out to the 38-yard line. 2nd and 10.
Malcolm Ross, a freshman for the U of D Jesuit Cubs. A freshman on varsity at quarterback. I've heard he's dual position, can play both quarterback and receiver.
Well, the Cubs need to change something up. Whatever they're doing now isn't working.
Can we see some hope from the Cubs? Malcolm Ross dropping back. Oh. Short. Thrown short.
Malcolm Ross in the quarterback. Pass is incomplete.
I think the Cubs need a big gain here to stay in this one.
3rd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Collins coming back in.
They have to go for it all here.
3rd down, 10 yards to go.
You know, it's a pretty quiet stadium out here. I think the Cubs student section needs to get a bit louder.
Extremely crucial 3rd down here for the Cubs.
Collins looking at what he has. Snaps, drops back. Throwing deep to Dante Banks. Oh, penalty thrown. I think it's a defensive pass interference. Number 23 for Groves.
Riley Armbrussmacher.
That's a tongue twister.
Yep, sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
Dante Banks going deep. That's the type of play they needed there.
Yeah, very good look by the Cubs there. That would have been a game changer if they had gotten that off, but flag will serve them right.
We'll move them 15 yards up the field. So another chance for the Cubs to put 6 points on the board. Maybe even a 7th with their heck of a kicker, Kevin Whitlow. Whitlow winning Special Teams Player of the Year last year. So
penalty on the offense was illegal receiver downfield. So there's offsetting penalties. Remaining 3rd down and 10.
So offsetting penalties for U of D an illegal man downfield and for Groves pass interference. So we will replay 3rd and 10.
No, this was Division II, one of the Division II games of the week. So a lot of people out here watching to see what the Cubs of UAD can do and what the Falcons for Groves can do. But the Cubs keeping their composure, not looking too rattled. Ross, Collins dropping back, throwing deep, picked off by number 1, Chris Little, I think.
Yep, Chris Little.
Chris Little, number 1 for Groves Falcons. Collins, first interception of the day and hopefully his last of the year.
Absolutely not what U of D wanted there. Not only did they not get the 3rd down, also giving up the ball and giving huge momentum shift to Groves. Good effort by the offense. The best we've seen all day probably by U of D.
Slow, but I think if the Cubs just get that one big play, they can turn this one around.
Shift the momentum, yeah.
We've seen what the Cubs can do when they have momentum. The student section, just the coaching staff, everybody on their side, they win games. And I think that's what needs to happen here. Number 7 for Groves in motion. Quarterback run up the middle. Brought down by number 8 on the Cubs, Brandon Williams. Personal classmate of mine. Great guy.
Lavelle Shannon on the run. Very types of runs to the left that have cost UD 2 points and a lot of yards tonight.
I think this game is going to be a sort of a feet in the water type of game for UD. We're seeing a lot of subs on and off the field on the sideline. The new coach trying to find who his go-to players can be.
Yeah, and he's got to find them fast, or else this game is going to get even more out of control for the Cubs. 4.5 minutes left in the first half.
Timeout taken by Groves.
Timeout Groves.
Cubs coming off the field. What are we seeing here from the Cubs that could, like, what are just some things that are missing that could, if replaced, they could win this game, come back?
Well, I think the main thing is that you got to find out how to stop Ryan Counts. If you can stop Counts, you can stop the offense. He's been a pain in UAD's side for the whole night. If you can stop Counts, you can stop Groves. He's the playmaker.
I think UAD has all the right pieces. They just need to figure out how to connect with each other. We've seen some big plays by U of D just broken up by simple mistakes. Maybe not blocking the right guy. But I think UAD can just, I'm gonna keep saying this, keep getting that one big play. They can come back and maybe even get a dub this game.
Yeah, if the Cubs coach can get all their players to remember the fundamentals, get that down, I think we should be back in this game in no time. But all starts with the stop here. Groves' ball.
55-yard line, handoff to number, fake handoff. Green, hot. Zach Green with the tackle on U of D. Green quickly coming off the field. Flag on the play. I think this one's going to be on the Cubs. Saw Green yell a little something to a Groves player while he was on the ground. Maybe the ref caught a whiff of that and threw the flag.
Hopefully not. That's the last thing U of D needs right now.
Score 21-0 Groves at U of D. Not how the Cubs wanted to start their season, but Cubs can. That's gonna be a big no-no for the Cubs. They're gonna give up 15 yards. That's gonna go from the 55 all the way back to the 26, it looks like. Run up the middle by Groves. Not gaining much, but gaining enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Cubs' main focus right now is holding Groves to no touchdowns in the first half. Being up 21-0 is already tough enough, but being up 4 scores at half is going to be a pretty rough one for the Cubs, especially if they still want to keep in this game.
I think the Cubs have to come out of halftime with a different mentality. Haven't seen much competitiveness from the Cubs lately, but I think if they could just find that fire, like that fire within them. Number 12 dropping back. It is complete. Number 7 on Groves for a gain of 15 yards.
Ryan Count's pass is complete.
Cubs defense being picked apart.
Was a good defensive effort by Brandon Williams on there.
For a first down
Almost getting
at
the
9-yard
incompletion.
line. First and goal.
Yeah.
9 yards.
Seen Brandon how much the work he puts in just to be in his defensive spot tonight. So hopefully he makes the best of it.
Is
Groves.
1st and 9 for Groves.
Groves lining up. The Cubs lining up. Motion by number 7. Motion by 20. Handoff to number 20. Stuffed by the
Absolutely
Cubs.
stuffed at the line. Great play by the Cubs.
That's the type of defensive play the Cubs needed right there.
Was met
Yep.
in the backfield by Zach Green.
Zach Green.
Beautiful play by Zach there.
Wayne's Army commit.
Several other tacklers.
I almost said Wayne State, but an
Along
Army
the field
commit.
play. Ball back to the 12-yard
Green, an
line.
outstanding lineman.
Huge play for U of D. If they can stop Groves on the 2nd down. The way Groves is up 21-0, they've stopped UD every time. Wouldn't shock me if they did go for it on 4th down here. But it all starts stopping them here.
Be a little bit of a risk taker, but big lead. They say, why not? Minute 40 left in the first half. Timeout.
Timeout, Grove.
Timeout, Groves.
Called by Brendan Flaherty on the Falcons. Wanting to think things over on the 2nd and 12.
They trying to access all their options here, trying to see the best route, of course, would be. But I think the Cubs defense looked locked in.
Cubs got to learn how to stop this run. It's been killing them all night. Groves' 2nd or 3rd play of the game, they scored on a huge run to the side, up the middle. D-line's got to learn how to close in on them.
Then they had a throw for 40 yards and then a touchdown. So Groves have had some big plays, but Cubs can make those same plays with, in my opinion, better players.
We've seen what both these teams can do. We've seen what the Cubs can do when fully healthy. If they can get these fundamentals of football down.
Yeah, big. But also got to remember, this is a new Cubs team. New era. The Lewis era ended. Glenn era has started, and hopefully it does not start with a loss. Defense in motion. Looks like they're backing up into a zone. No, they're in man. 2nd and 12 here. 1st and 12. Oh, quarterback stumbles back.
A little bit. Counts.
He's gonna run for a another touchdown.
Groves.
That's the type of play the Cubs did not want to happen there.
And now with a minute 30 left on the clock,
They're gonna bring out their kicker, number 14. He's gonna try and make it 28-0. Going into the locker room, what do you think Coach Glenn is gonna talk about to his players?
you know, I think it's all about this run that Groves has put on them. Going up potentially with 4 scores at halftime and holding the Cubs to 0 is insane.
Yeah, Cubs have some outstanding individual defensive players. I've seen them in 7-on-7 tournaments in person last year, and I've seen what the Cubs defense can do when they come together and be a unit.
Kick is good by Gage Waters.
What do you think?
14.
How do you think the Cubs offense is gonna react?
You know, with only a minute 30 left on the clock, they got to get something done, take some big risky plays. But you don't want to be giving the ball back to this Groves' offense.
No, you don't. A lot of new faces on this Cubs team on the player side as well, not just the staff side. Kellen Miller, number 2, a freshman, put on a great offensive performance in 7-on-7 in the offseason. A lot of new starters, but some old faces have remained. Number 1, Dante Banks, true member of the Cubs offense for the last 4 years, senior now. Girls are going to kick it off to the Cubs.
Something has to happen for the Cubs to remain in this game here. Something's got to happen for them. Let's touchdown or a field goal. Something's got to put on the board.
Just need that big play.
Yep.
Get the crowd going. Get them going. Fire.
Kellen Miller to receive it.
Kellen Miller. Oh, big hit by Groves. To the freshman. But gets up. Walks it off. That's the top player Kellen Miller is.
Connor Eldridge.
Carries it out to the 25.
Not what you wanted to give up. A big hit. Gives Groves a little more confidence. Not what you want to give up for UD.
I think the offense just has to string together. Just connect on a play. You know, almost had that big sideline play to Dante Banks.
Yeah, more play calls like that, more risky down the field play calls, I think is what's going to put them back in this game.
Number 10, Brady Collins, leading his offense out here with one pick and having been sacked once or twice today.
Brady Collins, the quarterback.
Hopefully he can shake it off and step up for his team. Number 4 in motion for the Cubs. Brady.
Mullen.
Give it to Antoine. He's going to get you some yards.
Good game by the Cubs. Good run by AJ. That's great offensive line right there. Great blocking. Giving him the space he needs to perform.
Coming off the field with a hurt left hand. Number 3 coming on for the Cubs.
Kevin Inman. Turned a punt kick earlier this evening.
Hoping this goes in the Cubs' favor. Brady Collins looking at the defense, seeing how they're lined up. Will he make any adjustments? He will not. He drops back. Throws deep to the sideline. Risky play, but that's the type of play they wanted to take right there.
Yep. A good down the sideline shot. Very scarily almost picked off by number 1 on Groves.
Chris Little.
Covering on the play.
He's the stud of this team. He's the Travis Hunter of this team, playing both offense and defense, wide receiver and corner. Number 15 for the Cubs coming on the field.
Cole Wellington.
Another classmate of mine, a junior. Seeing the work Cole puts in. He works hard. Collins. Looking, snapping, handing off to Kevin. Kevin, losing.
Groves' defensive line once again destroying the Cubs on the interior.
And you can hear the Groves fans, but the Cubs fans are dying, if not dead. They need to be brought back to life by a big play. And that big play has to come right now before the half. They have to go into the half with some sign that they can come out on top in this one. We are going to have to wait because it is halftime at U of D versus Groves.
Hold on.
What's he saying, 25?
The ref is saying something to the sideline.
Maybe we'll get time back on the board. 25 seconds. Cubs on offense. If I'm the Cubs, I'm going for it here. We need a big momentum play going into the half.
Yeah, something has to happen here. Going down 28 with 0 on the board for the Cubs at halftime. I mean, the morale must be low, but if they can score, just at least do anything on offense.
You can see the team on the sidelines trying to get their act together. I think it's gonna be an interesting game. For the Cubs coming out of the half. 25 seconds left on the clock. It's 28-0 Groves. The Cubs need a huge play, if not a touchdown play on this drive right here. Going into the half. Kevin's gonna punt it off. Hopefully they can get down there and tag Chris Little before he speeds.
Chris Little back to receive for the Falcons.
Chris Little's been a problem for the Cubs all evening. Hopefully they can find a way
Little
to.
at the 40. Kevin kicking off. Gets to the 50. Chris Little's going to call it fair.
15 seconds to go.
Groves offense out here. The Cubs defense
First down,
been having a problem all night.
Falcons,
Hopefully they can get their act together here and
36-yard line.
get a big defensive stop. An interception would do them very nicely going into the half. Cubs getting their defense together, getting on the field. Who do you think the Cubs are relying on offense and on defense the most?
You know, we've seen a bunch of looks to Dante Banks tonight, passing-wise. But
Yeah.
I think it all relies on Brady Collins. You know, if the quarterback can kind of get things rolling for the Cubs here on offense, I think scoring will be in their wheelhouse tonight. But with 0 points on the board at halftime, it's going to be a little tricky to come back from that at halftime.
Yeah, hopefully they've shaken off that first game, new era, first year dust that a lot of them have. Hopefully they come out to this second half with a fire. They come out of this half. It is 28-0 going into the halftime. Groves heading back to their locker room with happy faces. The Cubs heading back to their locker room needing to make an improvement.
Yep, coach has got to get things rolling if they want to stay in this game.
Coach Glenn got to get his players together. It's a new era. It's a new coaching, but they can pull this one out. I believe in them.
Yep, the sun is setting on 7 Mile, but hopefully it will not set for the Cubs tonight.
I like that one.
All right, now we're starting back with Jonathan and Marco for the third quarter. Cubs are about to receive. We'll see if they can put together a scoring drive. Try and get back in this. Kick is away. Seed at the 20, running up to the 40. What a great return. Kevin Inman. Very good starting field position now for the Cubs.
Yeah, this is a crucial first possession for the Cubs. Really, it all starts with the offensive line. Got to protect against Groves' pass rush.
Yeah, their blitzes have been ferocious. We've been able to get out of the pocket, roll out, but still, being able to limit that as much as possible, get them in clean pocket to throw, because, I mean, we've had guys open, but they've still done well. Just being able to get it out and establishing the run. That's really winning in the trenches. That's number one priority for any team. Being able to win up front, especially establish the run, because that's when you're able to actually mix in play action. Oh, we have a player down. Player down on Groves' sideline.
Injury timeout called by the refs.
We'll come back after the injury timeout. after the injury timeout. We're now back. UD semi-condensed looks. One running back in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Snap. Pass. Completion. First down. Good dump underneath to the receiver. Good underneath throw. Resetting the chains. Just gotta keep layering on the drive. Just first down. Gotta keep a continuous drive and not have it, stop back, incompletions, and just keeping going.
That's what the Cubs need. Being able to string together a few plays, being able to take off clock time.
UD condensed set, 2 receivers near side, single back in formation. Run up the gut. Looks to be about a 3-yard gain. That's what UD needs to do. Just compound the drive, get yards, make each down a little more manageable.
Exactly. Be able to maintain possession, keep our defense off the field.
Now 2nd down, 8 to go. Running under 11 minutes in 3rd quarter. UD looking at another condensed set. Option keeper. Fumble. Oh. Fumble is...
Recovered by UD. Looking at a 3rd and manageable here.
Looked like a pretty good quarterback run or option keeper, but the fumble, just keeping control of the ball. But scary situation, but did net at least 2 yards for 3rd and manageable. But gives an easy look for this Groves offense or defense, showing UD an obvious passing down. UD through receivers near side, running back look to the far side of quarterback. Oh, bad snap, picked up, rolling right, pass, deflected, tight coverage, incomplete, brings up 4th and 6.
Well done by the quarterback, being able to get out of the pocket, trying to make a play with it, but wasn't able to connect with the receiver. So it's 4th and manageable.
Yeah, good job being able to roll out, find an option, but Groves' tight coverage has really been able to shut down this UD passing attack so far. But special team unit has done pretty well today. Let's see if we can set them back even farther. Punt is away. And downed at about the 15-yard line. Now this game really rests, at least right now, on UD's defense. Absolute necessity for a stop.
Yeah, first half takeaways. Gotta be able to respond to the run. Gotta be able to maintain the outside, turn it back to the front 7.
Yeah, now it's really about just making sure to really shut down this Groves offense with the runs, because forcing them to a pass, getting an incompletion, though time isn't too much of a factor, getting just stops on the clock can really help for later, especially looking towards the 4th quarter. Groves another condensed set, a little motion, tight end across the formation. Wildcat run, broke away, 50, 40, 30, 20. That's touchdown, Groves.
yards, touchdown run.
Yeah, in that play, you saw the Cubs defense able to get some pressure on the quarterback, but arm tackles aren't able to stop this offense, so that's going to result in 6 points.
Yeah, Noah Sanders, son of legendary running back Barry Sanders. What a run. That was able to break away. UD needs some surefire tackling right now. Got to stop these explosive runs from Groves. Now it's really just how, after the kick, with Groves 34-0 right now on the Cubs, just see how they can respond back. Trouble snap. And it's good. UD is now down 35 points.
UD
right.
to receive the kick now. Got to get something going on this drive.
Yeah, really. This offense has to put together a solid drive. Like they've gotten solid drives initially, but sputtered out near the end.
We've had glimpses of that run game in the first half, but so far haven't been able to string much together.
Kick is away. Squib kick. Oh, tipped out of bounds. So the Cubs will start at the 21-yard line. This this special teams unit from Groves has really been able to keep UD guessing on where they're gonna start with the football. Been in bad spots consistently from this kicker at Groves.
Yeah, these short kicks and bad bounces hasn't been the best for this Cubs return team. Setting them up in bad field position.
Yeah, and with a score there, time really starts to become a factor now. UD. Another look, 2 receivers near side. Ooh. Oh. Deflected and intercepted.
Pass intended for number 13, Charlie Gorski.
Took a big hit, led to deflection and intercepted.
Tried to make a play on the ball. Unfortunate tip, landed in Grove's hands. That's going to be an interception on Cubs' 35-yard line.
A devastating killer to what could have been the defining drive of this game. UD now really on the back foot, reeling from that interception. We'll see how the defense can respond. Groves, another condensed set. Carry up the middle, cuts to the left, and is stuffed with a couple yard gain.
Good response by the Cubs front 7.
Looks like we got a running clock. Looks like a pickup of 2, so now it's 2nd and 8 on the 33. Groves going with another condensed single look. Motioning to the right. Another stretch run. Out to the 30. Bends the corner. Tackled at about the 20-yard line.
Yep, another outside zone run to the far side of the field. Able to get outside those corners, take it up to the sideline. That's a good game by the Groves offense.
At the 21-yard line. First and 10 at the 21.
At least U of D was able to push him out of bounds, so kind of stops the drive here. See if they can really respond to what Groves has been showing them.
Similar type formation, 2 running backs in the backfield.
Motion to the left. Running to the right. That's a tackle for a loss right there.
Ball carrier again, Carter Anderson.
Big drive killer. Really helping up Cubs defense with a good stop.
In the backfield by Makari Bradshaw.
Now they're back to a 3rd and 10. This is a huge third down to see if they can stop them here, make them attempt a field goal, or at least can slow them down more. But Groves going back to their tight look. 2 receivers far side. Another run up the middle. Looks like they may have tried to center the ball for kick.
By Jaden Johnson.
Groves continuing to go for that inside zone. Able to get that fullback, take out the middle linebacker.
Is now 3rd and 12. So now this is huge. The second down. This was 3rd down. So a 3rd and 12. This is huge. That TFL, good setback for UV's defense. Another similar condensed look. 2 receivers far side. Snap. Drop back. Runs to the left. Flags to all over the place.
Well, Harrington carries it down inside the 15-yard line.
Looks like a holding in the backfield.
Flags on the flag.
We'll wait for the call from the ump.
Alright, we'll see what the call is here in a second. Block in the back. Looks like we had a block in the back and holding. The block in the back was declined. Holding is enforced.
There are 2 penalties on the Falcons. The first one, a block in the back, is fine. The second one enforced. Ball is back to the 31-yard line.
Fortunate break for the Cubs defense.
This could really be a critical, actually right here, very critical, because this could set them out of field goal range if the Cubs are able to stop them short of the first down. But pushing them this far back at a 3rd and 21 now.
3rd and 20.
Cubs defense reading pass.
We're at a running clock. Gotta watch out for a potential run here. Might want to try and center the kick.
Looking like cover 3 formation. Looking for the deep ball.
Looks like a possible false start by the Groves offense. False start, that is.
Procedure on the offense will move the ball back to the 36-yard line.
Penalties completely derailing this Groves drive.
Cubs defense catching some breaks here. Gonna make it a 3rd and 25.
Puts that in a much more advantageous defensive position. If the Cubs defense is able to play this right, could shut them out of field goal range, but
3 down linemen. They're looking for the deep ball.
looks like another running look. Play action. Rolls to the left. Looks to run. Breaks a few tackles. And is stopped at about the 30-yard line. So some good secondary play here in this drive.
Well done by the Cubs defense, being able to swarm to that ball carrier, prevent the RPO.
It was nearly a good gain, but multiple broken tackles, and then finally wrapped up at around the 30. Looks like doesn't seem. I think they're going for it. Yep, Groves is going for it on 4th and 20. U of D just needs to back up, tackle him down right at the sticks. Snap, designed run, tripped up, and then stopped at around the 30. Turnover on downs. Sets up this Cubs offense now at around the 30-yard line. See if they can put together a scoring drive this time.
Great tackle by number 66, Zach Green. Able to prevent that 4th down. Now the Cubs are playing against the clock. Winding down 3rd quarter. Got to be able to string together some offensive possessions here.
This drive is absolutely key to put up some points. But we're approaching the end of the 3rd, so we'll see what their play selection here is to end the 3rd quarter. About 20 seconds running clock. Triple formation, pass, deep ball. Just wasn't able to connect. That running clock will take us down to the 4th quarter with U of D down 35-0 to Groves.
Looking for that deep ball to the sideline, but 2-on-1 coverage, unable to connect with it. That'll take us to the 4th quarter.
Yeah, U of D has looked at some good deep balls, just really unable to connect, especially the big pass early in the 1st quarter that just wasn't able to connect for a big gain. So we'll see what the Cubs can string together in this 4th quarter to end out this game.
Yeah, the opportunities have been there for the Cubs offense, but some self-inflicted wounds and a few connections unable to make.
That's right, and we're about to hand it back to Kai.
It's a little like fuzzy on
35-0 Groves.
Last time I was here was, what, 21, 25? We've gotten 10 more points. 4th quarter coming. What can the Cubs hope to do?
I mean, the name of the game for Cubs at this point is to get on the board. Rushing up the middle.
Who is that, number 12? Technical difficulties on the camera side.
Camera, yep.
Cubs in a huddle. Groves, Falcons in the huddle. We're seeing a lot of subs at this point, trying to get some of the newer players some reps. You know, get some confidence building out of the newer players. Coach Glenn, not the best way to start off his tenure at U of D, but it was Collins. Oh, no. That's Ross. That's Malcolm Ross. And he's running. Running up the middle. That's a solid 20, 25, 27-yard run.
Big run for the Cubs.
From Malcolm Ross, the freshman, number 19.
And we saw him in earlier as quarterback. Couldn't really seem to get his bearings right. But huge play for the Cubs. They try and just get something going on offense.
Yeah, like I said earlier, he's a dual threat, wide receiver and a quarterback. So really can play wherever and whenever he needs to. You know, he's a freshman, one of the younger players, so he's going to get some tick in these last minutes for the Cubs. It's a pretty, you know, not the best way you wanted to start off at home, but number 12 up the middle.
Evan Williams, the ball carrier.
Evan Williams, another not freshman, sophomore, I'm sorry. Malcolm Ross, also a sophomore. Been calling him a freshman. Class of 27. Looking strong into the future. No.
Still the 35-point lead, which means there will be a running clock for the rest of the game unless the Cubs score a touchdown or field goal.
Number 15, Cole Wellington in motion. So is Keller, along with Dante Banks. Ross and Evan lined up together. Snaps, hands off to, oh no, fakes. Ross going deep. Boom!
Number 2. Kellen Miller.
Kelly, absolutely. That's what the Cubs were looking for in the early stages of this one. Got it a bit too late, but it's glad that they have that. Glad that they know they can do that now.
The sophomore Kellen Miller turned a few kicks for us earlier today. Huge play for the Cubs, trying to get something on the board. End of the game.
Ross showing what that arm can do, not just the legs. Snaps, hands off to Williams. Fighting, gets about 3 yards away from what I can see. They're on the opposite 7, it looks like. I think the Cubs, they needed to do some of this earlier in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if the score was not what it was right now, it could be a different story. Comeback looks like near impossible. Near.
Well, they can get this touchdown here, stop the clock, maybe take some touchdowns. They would need a very huge defensive play, though. But I don't think the Falcons will let that happen. But Ross dropping back again, looks across the middle, and it's a dud to the ground.
Grounded pass. Pass intended for Jordan Hearns.
Cubs.
I haven't seen a lot out of Jordan tonight, but he is a very talented player. We can definitely expect some things from him later in the season.
Ross getting instructions from the sideline, heading back into the huddle to inform his team. Defense looks like they're about ready. Right on the 7-yard line. No. Cubs. I think they just needed this early in the game. They had that one play earlier in the game, that big play, we'd be looking at a different game here. Ross taking off to the edge,
Right.
hit by 3, but he goes down and gets back up like it was nothing.
That's the type of mentality the Cubs like to see. You get tackled, you just get back up, get right back at it. Don't let it phase you.
Indeed.
Fourth and goal for the Cubs at the 3-yard line.
4th and goal, down 35 points.
Ross.
I'd say go for it at this point.
Walking
Nothing
back
to lose.
to it. Well, something to lose. But I think Ross is really stepping up here big in the late stages of this game. Wellington lined up with Miller on the left side. I think that's where Ross is looking. Flag thrown. False start, maybe? hope not for the Cubs, but appears to be so. Maybe defensive, offsides. False start. Not what the Cubs wanted here.
Had this offensive opportunity, one that we really haven't seen all game.
Marching down the field in a great fashion from the throw to the run.
To have it squashed would be a huge loss for the Cubs.
They are going to go for it. 4th and 8. Ball on the 8-yard line. Ross looking, throwing across the middle.
Oh,
it's a touchdown for the Cubs.
Their first
Number 15, Cole Wellington. An absolute dog. Cole,
great look across the
Cole
end zone.
scoring his first touchdown of the season and hopefully not his last. Junior, I know him. He works hard.
A great throw by Malcolm Ross.
The sophomore, I keep calling him a freshman. The sophomore really stepping up late here in the game. That was the play the Cubs needed earlier in the game for sure. Whitlow's kick, good. 7-35 Cubs. Don't you think this is what the Cubs needed earlier in the game?
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, to be down 7-35 now with almost 6 minutes to go, not great, but
definitely
if this was
manageable.
earlier on, could have been a different story for tonight's game in terms of morale and score.
The defense is coming back on the field. Hopefully, the defense can string together a great defensive drive, a great defensive possession, stuffing them at the line. Hopefully, they can stop that run that has been so dominant this game. No.
That Groves run has been a problem all game. I know at least 3 of their touchdowns coming from it. Ryan Counts having an amazing game, unfortunately, for the Cubs. Earlier on in the game, if they could have stopped him, they could have stopped the entirety of the Groves offense. I feel it.
Groves had a very, very huge run on their last drive by number 20. He's a talented kid, a fast kid, athletic kid. One play. Hopefully, the Cubs make them take 4 plays and punt it away. Whitlow lining up his routine. Just forward. Absolute boots. And it's in the end zone for a touchback. They will start this drive at the 25.
Wonderful kick. Hopefully the defense is going to come out, put a stop to this Groves run.
Noah Sanders, the kid of Barry Sanders, Detroit Lions legend.
Greatest running back of all time, some would say.
And he seems to be very much like his father in the way that he can put that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, he's been absolutely tormenting the Cubs on offense all throughout the night, lighting them up throughout runs across the sideline. A big part of why Groves has such a lead that they do now.
Okay, we see Brandon Williams, number 8, in the safety position. Cubs looking to get a great defensive drive here. They hand it off Groves, and the Cubs stuff them at the line. That's what the Cubs needed earlier in this game. Be able to stop that run offense.
Yeah, the Cubs seem to have found a little something in the end of this 4th quarter. Unfortunately, maybe a little too late.
As the clock runs, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left until we crown the winner of the first game of the season. After that touchdown, you see U of D's momentum and morale starting to go up.
The student section is hyping the crowd up. Looks like the Cubs are getting a little something back here. If we could have seen this earlier on, might have been a different outcome.
Now you're starting to see the real U of D come out in these boys. stuffing them at the line again. A
great
monster
defensive play.
tackle. I think number 66, Zachary Green was in on that one. Exactly what they needed. 3rd and 10. This is definitely what the Cubs needed here.
Zachary Green, one of the more talented people on the U of D defense. Absolute monster once he bursts through that line. He really do some damage.
Army D1 commit. Absolute tank. We see one-on-one coverage here. Number 6. And I think number 0. Or number 10 on the Groves. And they are going to hand it off to the edge. The Cubs chasing. He slips. He falls. It's 3rd and 11.
Great tackle by number 59.
Brought down at the 20-yard line by
Makari Bradshaw. Another junior, another classmate of mine. He's an absolute athletic beast. Always taking care of his body. He eats right, exercises every day. You see it pay off in that tackle there.
It was a crucial defensive stop by the Cubs. Hopefully get the ball back now. 1 score was great. 2 scores.
And
even
that
better.
Cubs crowding the line. Bad snap. And
the referee.
Brandon Williams dropping the punt return, although I don't think it meant much, but he seems to have taken it to heart. Groves, it's 4th down, 10 yards to go. Don't think the Cubs are going to let that happen with the way they've been playing defense lately.
Yeah, this recent defensive surge that we've seen from the Cubs has been absolutely excellent. Makes you wonder what would have happened if they would have done this earlier in the game.
Yeah. Can't help but to think, what if? But tonight was definitely the learning bump. Hopefully they got those first game jitters out. They shook off all the rust, the summer dust. And now they're in the mindset, okay, we lost that game, fine. We got to continue, move on, and be dogs. Be Cubs.
You know, you can practice as much as you like, but when you get under the lights and on the field, it's a completely different story. And I think that now we've gotten the first game out of the way, we can expect a lot from this team.
Tension on this punt. It's up. Williams hit, but he holds on to it.
Cubs calling for a flag on the sideline.
Coaches on the field talking to the refs, and they are livid on the sideline.
Looked like a dirty hit to me. That was.
They hit Williams hard there, but Williams took it. You can see the frustration on his face as he comes off the field, but even the student section calling them out now. Bad call. But not much that can be done after that one. Cubs on offense now. Last time they were on the field, Ross threw to Wellington, and Wellington scored in the end zone. Hopefully they can repeat that drive.
Get another score, make it look a little bit better on the final.
Ross coming out here as quarterback again. AJ at running back. Jordan Hearns lined up on that sideline. Ross in his hands. He takes it. He runs. Throw to Rudolph. Rudolph going. Rudolph down the sideline into the end zone. Another Cubs touchdown. It is now 13-35.
A great play by Sebastian Randolph, shaking off the defender at the beginning and running all the way down the left sideline into the end zone for an amazing Cubs touchdown.
Another hard-working player. Sebastian used to be one of the biggest, largest guys you'd ever meet. You see, he slimmed down, has an athletic physique, and now he just moves so smoothly, so swiftly, and that is what got him into the end zone on that play.
Playing tight end and defensive end, Randolph stands at 6'7", 200 pounds.
Hold up, we're seeing something on the scoreboard here. There's no scoreboard update.
On the return, there's a block in the back for the Cubs.
That point, that great drive, that great ball through from Ross, it will not count. The Cubs will not score.
Block in the back for the Cubs.
And that's detrimental right there.
Yeah, that is a killer for the Cubs in terms of morale and score.
Hopefully, that was just a one-time thing, though. They can come out here and repeat exactly what they did. Ross snaps. Hands off. Antoine right up the middle. Mowing them down.
Huge gain.
Takes two to take him down, but he's already at the 10-yard line. Now, this is where they were last time when they scored.
Inside the red zone. Hopefully the Cubs can put on a show. Get some more points on the board.
It's one. Clock is winding down. You must wonder, will Coach take a timeout, hopefully let his players score, or will he let them run this clock out and not give the defense enough time to do anything?
2 minutes left for UAD. Lining it up. Trying to get some more points on the board.
Number 15, the man himself who scored last time, Cole Wellington. Lined up. He's blocking, so they're running. Walker. Ooh. Getting it down to the 8. 3 yards to go.
That Groves defensive line has been tough for UD to get past all evening. It's a prime example of it right there, stuffing him at the line.
Ross getting instructions from the sideline on how to approach this next. Running back to inform his team. I think that if the Cubs had only done this whole thing from defense to offense earlier, we might see a different score on the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen.
It would have been a different ball game indeed. Unfortunately, a little too late for the Cubs to pull out this rage, this energy in them.
Ross lined up. Snaps. Takes it. Is he going to throw? He is. It is not caught. His target there, number 89.
Number 88, Nolan Hakeem. Senior for the Cubs.
You know, personal buddy of mine, call him Baby Keem. Ross getting instructions again. Running back, informing. The defense lined up, looking like they know what they're about to do.
See if Ross can pull out another one from his bag of tricks.
Third down.
Cubs the touchdown last time.
7 to go to the end zone.
Crucial for U of D.
Ross dropping back, getting out of the pocket.
Oh,
Another touchdown. Number 6.
Charlie Gorski on the play.
That is our, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure he is our Sergeant Arms this year.
Yeah, that is correct.
So our Sergeant Arms getting the ball in his hands only makes sense. Ross still out on the field holding the ball for our kicker, Kevin Whitlow. He's kicking absolute bombs. His routine. He's lined up. Riley Winkler, long snapper. Great snap, great kick right through the goalpost.
Kick is good.
14-35. That one, ladies and gentlemen, that drive right there shows what the Cubs can do.
Yep. You know,
They had the block in the back call on them, and they still didn't give up. So, shows you the Cubs have that fight in them. They have that dog.
Yeah, this fourth quarter has been a completely different story for U of D. I mean,
I don't think the
2
Falcons have scored.
touchdowns and holding Groves to 0 points. Wish they would have done this a little earlier.
You know, but it's a new year, new players. They lost a lot of their leaders last year. 2 of them in the offseason. Elijah Dotson going to Belleville. Kari Gilkey going, I don't know where he went, but he left. But the Cubs seem to have found something in the sophomore, Malcolm Ross, in the junior, Cole Wellington, and in the senior, Mr. Gorski.
1 minute left to play in the game. Groves lining up to receive.
Definitely an entertaining night. This fourth quarter has shown us a completely different side of the coin. Willow lining up his kick, his routine. Runs up, an absolute boot per usual. They're going to take it down and try to return it. The Cubs are hopefully there to stop it. Yes, they are getting them down at the 35-yard line.
It was a close one by Groves. Nearly giving up a lot more yardage there. 56 seconds left in the game.
I think this fourth quarter has shown us the Cubs have it in them. But came a bit too late. Barrick Muhammad coming off the field. Not the best game of his life, but definitely that game, it will be coming soon. I can feel it.
Yeah, Barrick took a hit early on, went onto the sidelines, but
maybe that affected his performance tonight.
He has played through it. Shows you the grit and perseverance this Cub team is capable of showing.
And they are going to run this clock out. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the season opener for the UD Jesuit Cubs. Not the ending they would have wanted, but the ending they got. This fourth quarter showed us a completely different side, and you know, I think that alone shows that the Cubs have it in them. They have the potential.
Yeah, this fourth quarter definitely shows you the Cub team that they wanted to show at the beginning. If they would have, it would have been a completely different story of the score tonight.
Cubs lining up to shake hands, and that is the ball game. Next time will be on the 13th, going up against
the team.
We'll be here at U of D Jesuit on 7 Mile. That is game.
Final score: Birmingham Groves 35, U of D Jesuit Cubs 14. This is the Cub broadcast signing off. Good night.